Hello, today we are going to talk about coordinate plane. Go ahead and fill these in with me. A coordinate plane is formed by the intersection. Intersection means we're crossing of the horizontal and vertical number lines. The origin is where the number lines intersect or cross. The four regions these form are called quadrants. Remember that quad means four. And then also an ordered pair is used to locate a point. Okay, we're going to label some things on every single coordinate plane, okay, if they're not already labeled for us. So first we're going to label the x-axis. The axis that runs horizontal or left to right, that is called our x-axis. The line that runs vertical up and down is called our y-axis. Numbers -5 to +5. We talked about origin. That's right where the two lines intersect. That's right here smack dab in the middle. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and number our coordinate plane. To the right of 0 are obviously positive numbers. To the left of 0 are our negative numbers. And on our vertical number line, or our y-axis, if we go above 0, those will be positive numbers. And on the vertical number line below 0 would be negative numbers. Quadrants. Remember, quadrant means four. So if you kind of look, here's a quadrant, here's a quadrant, here's a quadrant, and here's a quadrant. So it's divided into four squares. Okay, we label these with Roman numerals, and we do this in counterclockwise direction. So up here, we're going to label it quadrant 1. Over here, this is quadrant 2. Down here, quadrant 3. And then over here is quadrant 4. Again, we label these in counterclockwise position. Okay. And then we also want to label the signs of the quadrants with positives or negatives. Okay, let me change colors. To get over here into quadrant 1, we're going to go we're going to go right, which is our positive numbers, and then we're going to go up, which is also positive numbers. So anything that is a positive number and a positive number, that's going to get you into quadrant 1. To get to quadrant 2, we're going to go left, which are negative numbers, and then up, which is positive numbers. So if your first number is negative and your second number is positive, that's going to get you into quadrant 2. To get down here to quadrant 3, the first number is going to be negative, which gives you to a left, and going down is also a negative number. So if you have a negative number and another negative number, you're going to be in quadrant 3. And then finally, to get to quadrant 4, you would go right. So those are positive numbers. And then down, those are negative numbers. So a positive and then a negative would be in quadrant 4. Okay. Remember that when you sing the alphabet, X comes before Y, right? W, X, Y, Z. So you're always going to travel on the X-axis first, meaning left or right first. Then your second number, you travel on the y-axis or up and down. So we always go left and right first, up and down second. Okay. Let's look down here, plot the following, and name the quadrant in which they lie. Point 2, 4. 2, 4. Again, first number always tells us to go left or right. It's positive, so I'm going to go to the right 2. And then positive 4, which means I go up 4. First number tells you to go left or right. It's positive, so we're going right. Second number tells you to go up or down. It's positive, so you go up. So 2, 4. We'll go ahead and label that with an A, and that is in quadrant 1. Point B, we're going from 1, -3. Always start right in the middle at the origin. +1 would be to the right 1. -3 would be down 3. B, that is quadrant 4. Point C, we are plotting at -2, -4. -2 would mean left 2. -4 would be down 4. Label it with point C, that's quadrant 3. D, -1, +3. -1 would be to the left 1. +3 would be up 3. Label it with a D. That is quadrant 2. Go ahead and try 5 and 6. Pause the video, see if you can plot them correctly, and then unpause. Okay, point E is at 0, 5. So 0 means don't go left or right. Go left and right 0 spots. And then 5, up 5. So we are right here, right on that y-axis. Okay. And we are to plot that with an E. Okay, now this is tricky. It is not on a quadrant. Okay, it has to be, it can't be right on the x-axis or y-axis, so we can just put y-axis. It is not on a quadrant or in a quadrant. Number 6, point F at 5, 0. So the first number tells us to go left or right. It's +5, so we're gonna go to the right 5, and then 0 up or down. So we're gonna label that with an F. And again, the quadrant, okay, we wouldn't say 1 or 4. It's right on the x-axis, so we can just label it x-axis. Okay. Okay. Same thing with the back here. Now that we're getting the hang of this, why don't you pause, do A through H, and then unpause, and let's see if you get these correct. Okay. A, it went to the right 2, and up 4. So 2, 4, that's quadrant 1. B went to the right 5, up 3. So that's 5, 3, quadrant 1. C, left 2, that's -2, up 1. -2, +1, that's quadrant 2. D, left 4, that's -4, up 4. So -4, +4, again, quadrant 2. This is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2. E and F are both down here in quadrant 3. Let me erase some of these lines. E, we're going left 6, so that's a -6, and then down, which is also negative. So -6, -3, that would be quadrant 3. And then F would be to the left 2, so -2, down 4, which is -4. So -2, -4, quadrant 3. And then finally, G and H are in quadrant 4. G would be +2, -3. And H would be +5, -2. +5, -2. Quadrant 4. Okay. All right, and then finally at the bottom, we are going to plot those points, A, B, C, and D, to form a figure. And then we're going to find the perimeter and the area. This is actually what we did at the end of chapter 4. Okay, A is A is -3, which means to the left 3, +2, up 2. Label it with an A. B is at +2, +2, so to the right 2 and up 2. C is at 2, 5, to the right 2, +5 would be up 5. And D is at -3, left 3, +5 would be up 5. Okay, so that figure would be a rectangle. and it wants us to find the perimeter and the area. Remember, perimeter is side plus side plus side plus side. We are at -3 over here and +2 up here. So from -3 to +2, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. And then we are at 5 here and 2 here. So from 5 to 2 is 3 units. Okay, so the sides are 5 and 5 and 3 and 3, which make 10 and 6, which is 16 units for the perimeter. Area, remember, is length times width, or base times height. 5 is the length and 3 is the width, so the area would be 15 units squared. Okay, if you need a little bit of review, go ahead and watch through those